It seems that social media influencers will do anything for the perfect selfie, even if it means risking their lives. The Metro reports that a 19-year-old man named Hassanal Arifin hopped over a fence and into an orangutan's enclosure in order to capture a funny moment on video at the Kasang Kalim Zoo in Indonesia. You know what happened next, right? As Arifin extended his arms trying to taunt the big ape, believed to be called Tina, the animal was able to stick her arm through the cage and grab hold of the young man's shirt. The footage shows Tina then using the shirt to pull Arifin closer before clamping down on his leg. Tina had effortless control over the poor man, lifting his leg higher and higher, and even attempting to bite him through the bars. Fortunately, with the help of another person, Arifin was able to escape Tina's grip before he could be turned into an apesicle. The zoo has since condemned the man, claiming that they have already reprimanded him and that they take the rules seriously. Hassanal has also apologized and expressed regret. Maybe next time he'll avoid the monkey business and try to get a perfect selfie doing something safer, like hanging over the edge of a cliff.
The Irish Examiner reports that a 24-year-old woman named Constantiu Muntinu was caught trying to steal 30 cans of Red Bull energy drink. Her effort, albeit illegal, was also kind of impressive. You see, Miss Muntinu stashed all 30 cans under her skirt before leaving the shop without paying. 30 cans! What a party trick! It all started in December 2019, when she stole €100 worth of meat products by placing them under her skirt. Then, in February 2020, she went to another store with 2 other women. They were asked to leave because they had been barred from the premises previously. Surveillance then showed the defendant hide 30 cans of Red Bull in her skirt. Finally, in April 2020, she turned up at another store and hid items under her skirt valued at almost €150. None of the approximate total of €300 was repaid to those stores. Now, at Cork District Court in Ireland, the woman pleaded guilty to shoplifting and was sentenced to 4 months in jail for these crimes. They say that crime doesn't pay, but maybe this girl's got a future in magic.
Have you ever participated in something while on vacation that you immediately regretted? Like surfing lessons or a long hike? That's what happened to a 28-year-old American woman while she was in Italy. The Guardian reports that the woman rented an electric scooter and was riding it through Rome's historic Spanish Steps. And all was well until she had to take the e-bike down a flight of stairs. A passerby captured on video the moment that the tourist let the scooter go in frustration, throwing it down the steps. Shortly afterwards, police caught up with the woman and her companion. After reviewing the footage, they were fined €400 each. However, the electric scooter caused significant damage to the steps when the tourist threw it down, estimated at €25,000, or about $26,000. The incident sparked mass outrage online because the World Heritage Site had undergone a restoration in 2015, costing over €1.5 million. And so those US tourists are now permanently banned from returning to the Spanish Steps. This is not the first incident to cause damage to Italy's precious historic sites. Only a week earlier, a Mexican brother and sister duo crashed a drone into the Leaning Tower of Pisa. Much has been written about protecting historical monuments around the world from issues including real estate development, climate change, and typical wear and tear. But what hasn't been determined yet is how to protect them from stupid.
COVID-19 began raging in North Korea after a massive spike in cases was acknowledged by officials following 2 years of denying that they had any infections. And now, the Chinese border city of Dandong has put forth a strange recommendation in order to prevent the virus from getting across the border. Vice.com reports that city officials are telling citizens to close their windows in fear that particles carrying the coronavirus could spread from North Korea through the wind. Dandong has fared pretty well during the pandemic, but despite increased lockdowns, more people continue to test positive every day. And so, local officials, unable to pinpoint the source of the outbreak, have called on residents who live along the Yalu River separating the two countries to shut their windows. The recommendations have puzzled health experts. "I've never heard of this happening before, where COVID-19 particles travel such great distances," said Leo Poon, a public health expert at the University of Hong Kong. Added Toshikazu Abe, the director of emergency care at Tsukuba Memorial Hospital. "COVID-19 traveling within a large gymnasium? Maybe. But for it to cross villages? I don't think so. I can't help but be curious as to what the city of Dandong might come up with should they decide to recommend birth control to avoid a population spike."
If you want to see all our videos about real news stories that are funny, stupid, or weird, click the subscribe button below. I mean, hey, my cat's gotta eat.